in, John.
Quickly. Hello, Joint Committee on Public Safety and Homeland Security. I want to thank you for the opportunity to testify for the Autism Police Training Bill. My name is Jonathan Gardner. I'm a 21-year-old who lives in East Bridgewater. I'm a self-advocate, decision-maker, cancer survivor who happens to have autism. I have learned from a very young age how to turn a traumatic experience into a positive difference. This bill is important to me because I believe that everyone deserves to have the right supports in their lives, including all interactions with the police in our community. As a person with a disability, I know firsthand about discrimination. I ask all of you to pass this bill so everyone can be supported as a human being with no discrimination of any kind. Too many people are being hurt and or killed due to lack of training and understanding. This is not okay and goes against my vision of helping others any way I can. We are all learners and teachers. As an individual who happens to have autism, there is no one better than someone with lived experience like me and other self-advocates that happen to have disabilities and families of loved ones with disabilities to provide information to existing law enforcement officers and correction officers. In noticing the signs of autism and IDD and how to appropriately interact with those individuals with lived experience. We can offer solid examples which would include multiple perspectives, topics, cultures, and histories. We can share our experience and demonstrate how positive changes in interactions can lessen negative stereotypes. This will ensure the safety of everyone and be truly inclusive. Today, I speak in front of all of you, but sometimes I cannot speak because of my disability stops me from communicating in certain situations. When I was younger and out with my mentor, he parked his car in front of his dorm and told me he'd be right back. I was sitting in the car when a policeman tapped on the window. I was glad that I had a plan for when this would happen. I remember being nervous. I pulled out my wallet and gave the policeman my ID that my mom made for me. On the ID was a picture of me, my name, age, and a sentence that said, "I'm not being rude, I have autism, I shut down, and cannot speak when I do not know someone or there's an unexpected situation. Please call my mom and or dad with any concerns or questions." The policeman was nice and told me no problem, but to tell my mentor not to park in front of the dorm anymore. This was a positive experience and made it easier for me to use my card in other situations when I needed it. I feel privileged that my encounters with the police have been positive so far, but I know they could have gone badly, and that is why it is so important to inform others how to safely and respectfully have interactions with people who may happen to have autism or IDD. This way, more people will be comfortable interacting with police, and police can be seen as a positive force for everyone in the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, you did great. If you need
Thanks,
more
I'm
time, don't worry.
I know, I'm good.
You're
actually.
good?
I'm just
Okay.
tired.
Feel free to
yeah.
continue, John.
Oh, no, that was literally the end.
Thank you. Jonathan, is this your mom?
Yes, that is my mom right over there.
Oh, no.
Would you like to
Take a
come join
picture with her, please. I know this must be very critical and important to you as well. And feel free to share some words if you would like.
Yes, so Jonathan has had more than one positive experience with the police, thankfully. And when the story he told about, he was not fully verbal at the time, especially when he was approached by someone he doesn't know. He has a lot of trust issues, so when he was out, we had made him a little card. He still carries it in as well, if you want to show them.
Don't have my wallet on me. Give me a second.
Okay.
I can go grab it if you guys want.
Go ahead.
Because we had practiced, you know, if someone had approached him on the community and I wasn't with him, he's usually with a support person, so that he could just give it. So I was happy that he did have it that day. And when he was sick with cancer also, we made many trips into the ER. One night he was having a lot of pain in his chest, and my husband and I, we had talked to the oncologist, and he said, just go to the emergency room. And so we all got in the car at like 2 in the morning to go to the emergency room, and my husband's like, you know, what happens if something happens? Neither of us know what we're doing. So when we pulled into the police station, he's like, I'm gonna have an ambulance take him. I'm like, oh, that's so smart. So my husband ran in, you know, we were both like frantic. And, you know, my husband ran in and he said to the officer that was on duty, you know, my son, he has autism and he has cancer and we gotta get him to the hospital. And so they were, when they came out, they were very, very nice and very respectful, but they were really focused not on that he couldn't talk because he was in so much pain from the cancer.
Lily thought I was having a heart attack.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going on, and he could not speak at that time, and they were really focused and concerned about his autism. And, you know, it just really, like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm like, don't worry about his autism. We got this. We got to get this kid in the ambulance and to the hospital now. Like, you know, and I understand that, you know, and I think with more training and whatnot, that this would really just help with the overshadowing and different things that may come up. Because again, they were being mindful that he did, yes, he does have autism, but he actually was there because he also had cancer. So just different things to think about as we move forward with training. And I know our next door neighbor, I'm sure he'll love me mentioning this.
Hi, Mr. Harvey.
Yeah, is a police officer in our town, and we've discussed many times about training and whatnot, and he says there needs to be much training for the autism community so that they can do their jobs better and make everyone safe and themselves safe. So.
Well, thank you both. I know you're very proud of Jonathan. Jonathan, you're lucky to have parents like yours that are very supportive.
You
and
have no idea.
and have led the effort as to what this law can do and should do. And let me just ask a question. What do you think of what you saw, one of the, Ms. Sullivan, that brought out the blue,
The blue envelope.
the blue envelope? What do you think
So
of the
just
color?
Disclosure, we work for the
Oh,
office.
okay, I see.
So we think the blue envelope is great. Jonathan does not drive, he cannot drive because
I got a tumor right on my L5.
his spine is very
Okay.
fragile, so he can't actually twist, so he can't
Okay.
drive. But I do think that it is a great bill that also should be passed, and it will alleviate a lot of like things that could happen. And you know, if you stop someone and they go over to pull out their envelope and it's blue, I think we have to be mindful of stereotypes also. I think back in the day when Jonathan pulled out his card, it was in his wallet, and I think to myself, you know, the policeman was very, very kind to him. He was young, but what happens if he was a different color and he went to get something out of his pocket? That did concern me, you know, but unfortunately this is before iPhones and all this fun stuff, you know. It concerns me, and I think the more training, the better.
Yeah. Your commitment to this is very much appreciated. Thank you very much for your, support and acknowledgement. And again, Jonathan, thank you very much. So much. She said you don't drive yet, because there's going to be automated cars very soon. So hopefully you'll be able. You'll still need the sticker. Thank you. Any other questions from the committee?
Yes.
Yes.
First of all, thank you both very much for visiting my office.
Yes,
Thank you.
your office.
Yes, you
And
have.
I've met you many times.
Yes,
at
we
the-
have.
At the Rock.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Yes, we
So
have.
thank you for all you do.
No, thank you for all you both do. And I must say, you both have very compelling stories, and you have a lot of courage. And Jonathan, I must say, you are a fighter. You are a
Thank you.
fighter. You are a fighter, and you make a wonderful presentation. So please
Yeah.
keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're a wonderful advocate for a cause that's near and dear for all of us.
Yeah. Well, I learned from the best.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. So thank you both very much. You make us better by being here.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Easter holidays.
Happy
Yes.
holidays, and
You
thank
as
for
well.
the opportunity.
Thank you.
Next we have Kelly Hutton.
Bye, Jonathan.
Kelly Hutton.